Hello everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers War for Cybertron Earthrise Deluxe Class Sunstreaker. Yes, he is there. You can see he is a Lamborghini-esque thing. We'll put him off to the side for now, because we're going to look at this box real quick. Yep, once again, Earthrise box, Transformers, all that stuff. As per usual, you got a nice bit of artwork there of him on the side shooting at something, I guess, looking all angry. You got the Autobots logo and Galvatron. You got copyrights and all that stuff. And on this side, you have the usual line artwork, and of course you have the product shots here on the back as well as warnings and stuff as well. And in the box you have, well, of course, the instructions, which those are a thing, and the little red reader thing for the inserts for the box. And this one only has the lines. There are no planets marked on this one, so it's just lines. So you're just building the larger map if you're doing that sort of thing. Anyway, Sunstreaker. Yeah, Sunstreaker. So yep, here's again yellow-ish, yellow Lamborghini-ish thing. And probably the first thing, a couple things you notice is, if you're here on camera, you'll probably notice the yellows don't quite match yet, because this is yellow paint and this is yellow plastic, and yeah, they don't quite match on camera here. And the thing is, that's the thing that everyone's noticed is, yeah, the yellows don't match, but in person, they match a lot better in certain lighting. Like this bright lighting I have and the camera kind of add together to make a very much a mismatch between the yellow paint and the yellow plastic. This is a very common problem with anything regarding yellows and whatnot. But they do mismatch here. They don't. It's not as bad in person, so don't let that dissuade you if you're considering getting this guy. But beyond that, he has the translucent blue windows here. You got a bit of tech detailing underneath. There's a weird thing right there on mine. Got the headlights picked out in silver. You got some the hubcaps picked out in silver. The rims. Not very much back here, just a little bit black stripe right there. Yeah. Looks pretty good. All things there. It rolls pretty darn well. You got, of course, this little silver engine thingy as well. The other thing is on mine that this roof, and I think this is a common problem, the roof doesn't quite align properly. It's either this back part is lined up, as it is, or the windshield is. It's like I can't get both to line up at the same time. One of the two things is misaligned. You can see that. I think part of the problem is just the tabs on here are too big or something. I think that might be the big problem. Yeah, I do like this car mode. It looks really good. This is a fairly good, solid car mode. Despite everything, despite the mismatches and the misaligned thing. Again, silver engine thing. This can also come off if you don't want it on there. You can come off. It's just some detailing here, some vent detailing. So if you don't want that at all, you can have that. What's cool is actually because of the fact he's based on wheeljack, heavily on the Earthrise wheeljack. There's also these two peg holes, which someone could easily 3D print a spoiler to come back here if you really want him to have a spoiler. So that's something to be aware of. Yeah, really good car. Although comparisons, here he is with Siege Sideswipe, just because they're the brothers. Gotta put them together. And yeah, they look good together. They do look very similar car modes. Although again, this is supposed to be more Cybertronian, so yeah, there's a whole thing there. Apparently, supposedly, Sideswipe was supposed to get a Earthrise mode or version or something that was just this retooled or something, or this retooled to look like this, but that apparently didn't happen. But yeah, they still look good together. And everything. There's that. And for the sake of it, here he is with the Henkei Sunstreaker. See that? Yeah, it's they're actually not too different in size. You can see that the old one's a little bulkier and a little longer, but largely they are roughly the same size. They're not really that different. They really aren't that different. So they are, at least in car mode, pretty close to the same size. All the different shades of yellow. This is that more goldish yellow again. Mismatches a little bit, but not too bad. Because I guess the gold helps cover that. But yeah, good car mode. Is there anything else? No. All right. To transform him is actually pretty simple. It's actually pretty similar as Wheeljack. What you do back here is you untab and unpeg the arms back here, like that. And you pop the wheel off, which I've never done before. Of course, I've done it here on camera, because why not? And you untab the sides here, like that. Bring them back. Untab and bring back, like that. So then you want to take this whole back section and rotate it around right here, 180, like that. Bring the head out on this little platform. Bring that out like this. You take the roof section and untab it, like so. And you bring it up, and it will come over this little thing right there, that little tab and everything, and there you go. Bring this up a bit. Then down here, what you want to do is take the front of the car and move it forward like this. Those become the feet, and move this part. You want to move these down and click them into place. They'll become the heels, like that. Just click them into place. Go ahead and untab the legs from each other, and untab that. And on mine, this one's really stiff, but yeah, untab that and bring it down and up and tab it back in like this. Same on this side. Bring it down and up, tab back in like that. Rotate it around, 180. Bring the arms down. So, rotate it so the black is facing forward and the elbows are facing forward, and then pull the fists out. There you go. Oh yeah, and one last thing, you want to take this and rotate this around. Right there. So it's fist sticking up. And there you go. That is Sunstreaker in his robot mode. And again, I really like this guy. I think this looks really good. The only downside is he has no weapon except for this thing. You can unpeg this if you want and put it in his hand as a weapon. The peg is kind of shallow, so he doesn't hold it super well. Like, at all. Like, really at all. He kind of holds it, but yeah, that's what they show on the box art. It can be a weapon. It doesn't peg in super well, but there you go, if you really want to. However, there, of course, there's all those weaponizers and whatnot, so if you have one of those guys, you can just, pop that in. There you go, it has a weapon. It might have some spare somewhere, but other than that, though, he does look really good. He does look G1-esque. He's got, of course, the hood and... They're not hood, but the roof and windshield chest. The car feet, the hood feet, which is actually pretty impressive. It's actually this is the real hood. This is actually the same part, just flipped around. So they're kind of cheating, but not really. It's a fake part, but not really a fake part, because it's the same part, just the underside of it. And it's kind of clever. That's kind of a masterpiece thing of putting where the real part goes underneath the real part or something like that. Or the real part underneath the fake part, so, just for the sake of making it look more visually appealing. Yeah, this also serves as making a nice little flat part for the feet, so it, stands pretty well. Yeah, I think it looks really good, everything. And also that head sculpt as well. He's got a kind of a serious look on his face. You can see that. Got this real serious look on his face and all this stuff. He's got the nice yellow ears picked out and the silver blue eyes and everything. He just looks upset, which is kind of, I guess, in some continuities, very much, well, Sunstreaker. Depending on which one, he's either a warrior or he's very vain, or both. Yeah, I rather like him as he looks. He just looks fantastic. Yeah, and he's got a little bit of tech detailing down here in the shins. It's actually pretty cool. It's got the 3D effect because it got the yellow behind it and everything. It just looks really good, and he cleans up real well. There's no real backpack other than what's supposed to be there, and so yeah, it just looks good and everything, and just it's a fun transformation. It's a pretty clever one. I mean, it's Wheeljack, so I like the Wheeljack mold. So this one being based on it, it's gonna be good too. Yeah, articulation, heads on a ball joint, look left and right, go up and down. Although he's also got a platform which is doing most of the work here, not quite incorrectly. But yeah. The head's on the ball joint. You look up and down on the head too, and you got a tiny bit of wiggle right there. Shoulders can go forward and back, although they sometimes get a little caught on this little bit right here. So just watch it. They go outward about that far, and then you got the transformation hinge has a little bit more, gives you a little bit more, but yeah, you got about that much range, and then he bangs his own head with his shoulder. Bicep swivel. You got a elbow hinge, which goes that far. But ours, I think it actually would have been able to bend farther if it wasn't for the sculpting. But yeah, no wrist anything because of how it transforms. Got a waist swivel, which is unhindered. Hips are very tight, but they go forward about that far. Go back about that far. Outward really far. A little more, actually more than full split. A little more than full split if you're getting technical. You got a thigh swivel right there. Knee, which about 90 degrees. You got the feet, which ankles, darn good ankles right there. You got this toe joint as well. You can move this up and down as you need to, mostly down, but you do have some degree of toe movement there, and the heel can flip up and down as well if you need that. So that's a pretty darn good amount of posability right there. And again, for comparisons, here is with a Siege Sideswipe. Just yep. Once again, the brother thing there. Once again, look pretty good together. Sunstreaker's actually a smidge taller, which I guess some people think would, according to some people, that's actually more or less perfect. I just realized my Sideswipe has a slightly off-center Autobot logo. Huh. Anyway, now there's that. Here he is with the Henkei Sunstreaker, who's noticeably taller, also looser and weirder looking, and the shoulders are kind of crap, but yeah. Here you are, if you need that comparison at all. And here he is with the Earthrise Optimus, just because, well, yeah. Just for, again, comparison's sake. So yeah. Sunstreaker. I think he is a great figure. I really like him. I was actually surprised how much I was kind of enamored with it. I guess like, oh yeah, all right. It's a Wheeljack mold. It's a good mold of I feel of a Wheeljack there. So yeah, I think it's a good use of that mold. It's just a pretty darn good figure overall. I think it just works really well. I rather like him. So yeah, it's just, I think he's worth getting. He's showing up in online stores. I believe some of the retailers are starting to get him in stock now. So start looking for him now if you want. But yeah, I think it's definitely worth picking up. It's a good mold, and if you already have a Sideswipe, well, why not, right? Yeah. So I think that's it. I hope you liked it. I hope you found this informative or entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. I often post pictures of my toys there. And whatnot. You can also check out the Patreon and Coffee. Those are things that exist. And I'll see you next time with another video review.